Hello, beautiful. This is May's guided practice to support the energy that is moving through all of us. Last month, I brought out the drum for the first time, but this really feels like a time to connect with our hearts again, and that this expansion for our hearts is really imminent and important for us to be able to step into who we're becoming, but also how we are going to be communicating with each other moving forward. I'm Jamie Ehrenberg with Idlewild Retreats, and this is my journey of following my intuition and becoming my truest self. So I am going to invite you to get comfortable, and that might be in a seated position, it might be lying down on the floor. It's going to be whatever feels right for you right now. It could be, being in a chair, being on a couch, being on the floor completely flat, or even seated on the floor, depending on what you feel like would be most supportive for you to both relax and receive and open your heart right now. It might be that sitting up is going to give you the most potential of like moving your shoulders back to open up your heart. And it could be that you're really needing to be held right now, and laying down and being able to just soften into opening without any pushing would be what would be supportive for you right now. So when you have figured out where that position would be for you right now, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze. And allow your breath to begin to move naturally through your body, allowing your whole system to connect with where you are right now. And I'm going to give you a few moments in silence to do that. Allowing yourself now to sink fully and be supported by whatever is beneath you. So I'm going to ask you to breathe into the spaces and connect with the spaces that are being held by the surface beneath you. So the parts of your body, whether it's your thighs, your sits bones, your tailbone. If you're seated, it could even be your feet, your knees, depending on how you're seated or laying, the back of your body, your head, your hands, all of the parts of your body that are being supported by the earth ultimately beneath you, connecting with these spaces and breathing into them. Allowing yourself to relax and be held. Now, with this softness and this ease, allowing your breath to move through your body again, and just notice this shift. These simple practices of just allowing ourselves to have 30 seconds to breathe and be wherever we are, to feel the support of the earth beneath us, and how that shifts our bodies. And now coming back into our hearts, or to our hearts, finding the point where you feel like the center of your physical or energetic heart is. That one specific point in your body. First, just connecting to that point. Your ultimate center. Noticing what sensations are alive in this one point. Do you feel? Do you see? Is there any kind of knowing? Or do you hear anything? Allowing these sensations or this intuitive guidance to lead you through the rest of the practice, and let it hold you and be your intention. So before we move on, saying out loud or to yourself or internally what just came up from this center point of your heart, and allow that to guide the rest of this practice. Thanking it for sharing and being seen. And now from this one tiny point, asking it now what it would feel like to expand or work on whatever came up. I'm going to lead us through some expansion, and so being able to allow that part, that center part of your heart, to expand in a way that feels comfortable for it. Bringing your attention and your awareness to that space and seeing if it can soften at all on the edges. What does that mean for you? If you're sitting up, it could be that you actually start to move your body in a bit of a circle with your heart leading. Does that allow you to quite physically soften the edges here? Could be that you're swaying and allowing your heart almost to be rocked, to say it's okay to expand. Keeping your breath moving as you do this so that your whole body is continuing to be supported. And it can be just that you're focusing your breath into this center point of your heart, of your whole body, and allowing just your attention, not forcing it to move or expand, but allowing your attention to soften this center point. Gently witnessing this part and what it needs right now to feel like it can expand. And now coming back to that same space and just noticing if you can come to stillness now. What has shifted with just that attention? I'm actually feeling like, without even the forcing of anything or trying to make that space get bigger, I'm feeling this single point actually expanding beyond my physical body already. I'm noticing a shift in my posture. I am sitting. And there's almost a little bit of a leaning back that's happening. My shoulder blades have opened and sunk a little bit, but it's so subtle. As we try to move through the world with a more open heart, if that serves, or try to support ourselves in lowering the boundaries around our hearts, seeing how simple it can be to be able to do that without any forcing. By first being able to find that center point, and wherever it is in you today, it can move around. Connecting with it, moving with it, giving it what it needs, and how much that alone, if we're supported and feel safe and protected, how much that can support us. And now we are going to breathe in to our hearts again, and with every breath, seeing how much our hearts would like to expand today. So we were first focusing on just softening the edges, and now how much expansion is possible for us today, what is right for us in this present moment. So allowing each inhale to expand your heart a little bit more, that center point, and every exhale bringing that expansion in just a little bit, so it's getting a comfortable, relaxed point. And every inhale is opening up a little bit more, but without any big force. Just notice how this intentional breathing just naturally allows the expansion and the relaxing. The expansion and the relaxing. Noticing how breathing through your nose supports that, or breathing through your mouth today, depending on where you're at. And the same is true for the exhales. Does it feel more comfortable to exhale, or more supportive to exhale through your nose or through your mouth? There's no right answer. It's just what is true for you at this moment. So trying those both. And with just that minute of focused breathing, checking in with where your heart is now. Is it softer? Is it more open? Is it more expanded? I am definitely feeling that my heart energy is still beyond my body, but it's so much more strong. So it's not just that softened, slightly noticeable energy of my heart being outside and around me, and it's not that far around me. I'm going to say it this way, that center point, it feels like there's maybe a 18-inch radius that it's moving around. So it's beyond my shoulders, but it's not around my whole body like we sometimes work on. This is for me right now. So just what does that feel like for you right now with this intentional expansion? And now I want you to connect back with your heart and ask it what it wants right now, or what it has to tell you right now. It is both softened and expanded as much as it is meant to be at this moment. Is there a message your heart has for you? Is this message related or not to the first message that you received? Are you able to hear, see, feel, know more because you were able to give yourself, your heart, some softening and then some expansion? And what does your body feel like now? What has shifted in your physical body to be able to support this more expanded heart of yours? And I want to invite you as well to notice if there's any part of your heart that feels constricted, and to be able to connect in with that part of your heart and see what it wants right now. And if that particular constriction or tightness needs something. Does it need breath? Does it need your loving awareness to help it soften? Does it need some movement again? I'm feeling my contraction or constriction in the back of my heart, and so I'm feeling like I want to open and close my chest to feel like, to give it more of the space that it needs. And then coming back to center, checking in with your spine no matter what you did, and see if you can allow yourself to have an elongated spine and feel grounded by the supports beneath you. And again, noticing your center, your heart, its energy, where it is now, that little bit of witnessing, the little bit of breathing, the little bit of movement that you were able to do in any part that felt tight. Just noticing what shifted there. And now bringing your attention, your awareness, your breath, perhaps your hands to your heart, and thanking your heart for opening, connecting, and sharing with you today. And I'm going to invite you to stay in this energy if you want to without me talking, just by hitting pause now. I'm going to give a little bit of explanation of what we did in the heart's capacity, or you could listen to me with your eyes closed and stay connected to see what else resonates within your heart. So the heart, in terms of our energy centers, is the center point of our body. It connects, it is the fourth chakra. There's 3 above in the traditional energy system and 3 below. So it truly is the center. And we have a lot of depth in our body where our heart is. And so there's the potential that our heart center, the actual center, can be up front, but it also could be in the back. It can be somewhere in between. And that's all going to be dependent on each one of us. But there is a center point that we can always come back to that is our heart and our energetic center point. But it is a physical part of our body as well. The color of this chakra, for those of you that see, is green. And so if you saw not just the color green, but you could have seen plants or other things that were green that could be giving you messages about your heart that comes through in supporting your heart based on that color. But you also could see something completely different or feel something completely different. The heart is, yes, how we give and receive love, but it is also our protection and our boundaries. And so we can have heart walls or energetic protection around certain parts of our body that have been serving us up until this point, or maybe served us as a child, but that we don't need anymore. And doing exercises like this, and where we really just focus very softly in on the heart, can often reveal different parts of us that need some work, that need some releasing, that need some support in some way, that is often not a representation of who we are now, but it's this old part of us that has continued to be there. And why I feel like this is so important is that the heart center is how we can connect with others the most these days. And so being able to know how to soften our heart, how to open our heart. And it's not for everybody. It's not that you're meant to expand your heart to everybody, because that's not truly what it's meant for. But to know when your heart is talking to you and connecting with somebody else, and when it's ready to expand, and when it's ready to be a different version of you moving forward. The heart is a holder of a lot of this information. I'm sending you a lot of love. I hope that this practice was supportive and gentle and allows you to find out more about yourself and your heart and what it needs right now as we continue to expand into more of our full true selves. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm sending you a lot of love.